we're here in Tajikistan on the Pamir Highway. We're currently in a city called Mugarab, and maybe about 50 or 60 miles ago on the way yesterday I realized that my radiator was leaking. And I think a rock came up and punctured one of the veins in it. So it's been draining coolant. My coolant reservoir is totally gone. There's a little bit left in the radiator. So as you can see here, we've got the bike all apart. Access to the radiator. Did this last night, and today I'm going to take the radiator off and then find the leak. I think I know where the leak is, and then seal it with some epoxy, and hopefully that should work. So we're in this town. It's kind of a medium-sized town for here. Hopefully we should be able to find some new coolant. I don't want to use just water because it's really cold here. You can see all the snow on the mountains, and it snowed last night, and so I don't want to just put water in there and risk it freezing, because yeah, there's snow on the bikes. Because where we're going to stay tomorrow is actually going to be higher elevation. Right now we're at, I think, 12,000 feet. Tomorrow we're going to stay at 14,000 feet. That's almost 4,000 meters. So anyway, hopefully it should go okay. We'll give you more updates as we get working. It's a beautiful place to work. Could be worse. We thought we had I had such a really tiny leak that we thought we'd wait till we get to Osh, which is a city kind of 350 miles from here. So we put the whole bike back together this morning when the first video was taken. But then I went out to go to the bank to change some money, and I saw more fluid spraying out, and we finally decided, let's get the bike really, really hot and build the pressure inside the cooling system and see if we see where it's coming from. And Jamie spotted it. It was the spray coming out and missed it first, and then as the bike got hotter, there's a stream coming out. So it's about, I don't know, 5:30 here now. We took the bike all back apart again, and we found where the hole is. And if you come in and look, you can't see it, but there's a tiny hole right here. So we're going to cut the fins away, and we're going to use JB Weld, which is a really super strong epoxy. You can fix anything with JB Weld, really high pressure epoxy. So we're going to sand down the surface to give a better adhesion surface for the epoxy. Going to go in, clean it with a little bit of soap and water to get any grease and oil off. Let that set up overnight, and hopefully should fix the leak. But it can handle a pressure. I think this type of JB Weld has a PSI rating of like 1,600 pounds, so much more than this radiator. So hopefully it works. It's all about the surface adhesion, the bonding. So this stuff is JB Weld, and it's well known as super strong epoxy. Tom, our stepdad, one time he was working on a tractor engine with his dad, Paul Medzi, and they ended up cracking the cylinder, punching a hole in it with a chisel, and they JB welded it the next day, started the tractor right up, ran for another 20 years, no problem. So,
wow. Open up these fins.
I'm trying to open up the holes so the epoxy can get inside the channel better and seal it.
See, here's the gap.
Try to get the epoxy really deep inside there.
Epoxy in here as deep as we can. Try and get a better seal. Got to do the same thing on this side. So basically, the hole was here, so we cut it out, and we're going to seal both of these. It will take away this entire channel here for coolant, but you know, I don't know, you still have 85% capacity. Sucking up JB Weld into the straw. And it's nice because it's visible and we can see it. And we're going to go ahead and put it in these slots here. No, Mario, you got to put it in.